Hey folks, how's everyone doing? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm down in Los Angeles, so I've got a little bit of a weird setup for me, but I'm very pleased to introduce a first-time guest to the stream, Grandmaster Avetik Grigoryan. How are you? How are you doing, sir?
Hey, Kostya. Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here. During this year, I have heard so many cool things about you, so it's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks, thanks. Well, we know each other. We've had some nice talks already, but yeah, basically, I just want to introduce you to the audience. If you guys don't know, Grandmaster Avetik, he's runs chessmood.com, which is a very popular site. And just to give you guys some background as to how this all got started, we've had several of our own members that have been students of Chessmood and constantly telling us to do a collab with Chessmood or to partner with them in some way. So we started talking, recently looking for some ideas. I think we're gonna keep talking. We sent out the Chessmood ad to the entire training program, and we asked people to take a look at the content and, and tell us what they think. For the most part, I should say that people either they already liked your content or they watched it and then they liked it as well.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, most of the feedback was really good in terms of the content side. Um,
Super, super.
so yeah, I'm pleased to have you on. I think people should definitely check out chessmood.com. I know you guys just finished your promotion, like you unlocked all your courses, but still, there's a lot of stuff to see. And
Yes. So we did it's 8 days. Then
right,
we
right,
went like with 3 days. We went our first time ever discount. It's still there. Like it's 12 hours. I think is left. It's still there, but then we'll back to our normal life.
right. Yeah. Actually, let me just ask you. You're living in Armenia, right?
Yeah, right now I'm in Armenia, so I came back here, and here we based an office
Mm-hmm.
in Armenia. So we rented a big home, sorry, not home, house, 3 floor house in a private residency area, and here it's like a bit different than office. So here we work together, cook together, eat together, play together. We have even a cinema here. So we kind of tried to create your atmosphere, and that this atmosphere we can deliver to the students, because having fun, having happiness, having these emotions was very important for us. So it's not just a place at Chessmode that you just grow chess, but you don't enjoy it. It should be with fun.
Yeah, no,
So,
that
yeah.
that sounds great. Grandmaster Jesse and David, they used to live in like a GM house. So they just lived with like other grandmasters and then they would just do chess all day. And it sounds
That's
amazing.
fantastic idea. That's
Yeah,
fantastic idea.
it sounds so fun. It makes me dream about a chess dojo house one day, maybe, or
Yeah,
some
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of physical location that would be cool with people
Yes. I
to
believe you
play.
will do it. You went so far already that you will get to.
Thanks, thanks. I appreciate it. Well, yeah. So today, actually, what we were mainly planning on talking about is chess improvement, and I should mention I told you this just before the stream. Yeah, I actually just came off a terrible tournament. I mean, my last tournament was pretty bad, but I think this one was even worse. I scored 2 out of 9 in a GM norm round robin,
Mhm.
and yeah, I was like, I mean, not the like worst performance I've ever had probably because I didn't play too many like lower rated players, but yeah, I really struggled. And now I have a tournament coming up in just a few days. Starting on Wednesday, I have a second event, which thankfully is going to be a little bit easier. It's going to be more of an open event, so it won't be like this grueling round
Mhm.
robin. Maybe that's the first thing we could talk about. Do you have any advice for having like to play in like just a couple of days and how to kind of reset?
Yeah, sure. So, uh, probably, if you don't mind, I will go a little bit back and tell you a story,
Sure. Yeah.
um, which I think will be interesting for people who are watching this. Mm, I was 2600 when I decided to retire from chess, and that period I had two friends who were both we were three friends. We were growing together, three friends, 2600 level about. I will not tell the names. And one of them, me, retired. uh, and another guy, when I was playing tournaments, he was coming back from the tournament. I was asking, what happened? Why did you play bad? He was always finding different interesting answers. The playing hall was cold, the light was not good, it was very loudly, some very different reasons not related to himself. The third guy, whenever I was coming back from the tournament and with a bad result, and I was asking what happened, he was saying, I didn't prepare very well. I didn't work on my calculations well. I didn't get into the good shape. Even one time he got very sick during the tournament. It's like bad luck, yeah, with everyone happened. Even that time he took responsibility and said, I didn't spend enough time for my physical and on my stamina. So I got sick, it's my bad. So he took responsibility for that. So as a result, after a few years, what happened? So I retired. Another guy, it's already 10 years has passed. He has less rating now than he had. And this guy, the third guy who was always taking responsibility, got very close to 2700. So my main point is that it's very easy to not take responsibility because our ego doesn't want it. Our ego wants to throw it to other things because it's not us, yeah, something happened, yeah. Then we take responsibility and we look at everything objectively and try to analyze the situation and figure it out what happened, what didn't go correctly, and then we can fix it. This is when the real improvement happens. So my first advice would be to take a look at the picture as objectively as possible and try to understand why did it happen. Did it happen because you didn't have motivation to play, you didn't practice before the tournament, you got tired, you had low energy, you had problems with the opening, you lost confidence, whatever happened, like what are the reasons? So this is a very important part to figure it out, understand it, and say, okay, the next tournament I'm going to fix this if you have time.
Yeah, well, I definitely take full responsibility for for, for my play, and I guess yeah, the issue is I don't really have a ton of time for this next tournament, but I think after this next one, I'll probably take a break for a little bit and try to analyze a lot of games and really just work on my
Yes,
chess without
yes,
without
exactly,
maybe playing as much.
because when it's left 2 days, yeah, it will be not easy to like to analyze fully the game, spend time there, yeah. So when something is going so like bad tournament and you still have to play one tournament, I think one of the best things you can do is take a full rest. And there are two approaches, yeah. One, taking full rest, so it's, I mean, not touching chess at all. It's going to work, read, swimming pool, gym, doing some very different things. So you change that bad mindset, like that not good mood. And second thing, if you feel your confidence is hurted, you have problems with the confidence for the next tournament, there are a few ways to bring it back. One is just playing few games with somebody a little bit weaker than you,
Mm-hmm.
but it has a risk because if you play someone who's like 100 point lower than you and you still lose, you will lose even your confidence even more. So my
Yeah.
my main advice in these cases is maybe just take 1 day and 2 hours, solve not difficult puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
Not difficult, I mean puzzles that like one puzzle you can solve in from 10 seconds to 60 seconds.
Sure.
So you just do it like you do 50, 100. And what happens is your unconsciously you bring back your confidence because your brain thinks I can. Your brain doesn't think it was easy. Your brain says, yeah, I can,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then you bring back that confidence, and then you go for your next tournament. Like this is one good way to bring it back. So either it's like just staying very far from chess or bringing back the confidence. Would be my advice for next tournament.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, I really like this app, CT Art. I'm wondering, have you ever used it?
Yeah. CT art was my favorite toy when I was child. And
Oh,
like
nice.
long term, when it comes about just puzzles, there are like different places. City Art I love very, very much. It's a great product. I think when I was kid, I solved everything, and I just knew everything in a way that in 1 second I could just solve everything.
Right,
So
right.
City Art, yeah. So you play with City Art, yeah, a bit.
Yeah, I really like it. I have it on the phone, and I use it like if I'm on a plane or I have like 5-10 minutes sometimes. Like I'll just solve some, or like as a warm up for the tournament, kind of like what you were saying, just solving like some simpler puzzles just to kind of
Yeah,
get it out.
yeah. Another thing you can do is solving easy, how it called studies compositions,
Mhm.
but easy ones.
Mhm.
Um, if you don't have with you, I can send you, for example, 100 ones, like prepared ones, but easy ones. The idea is that when you solve like studies, your brain needs to work a bit differently,
Yeah.
because tactics like pinforks you have seen all the time, so you are just bam bam bam, you are solving. When it's studies, you need some creative thinking, so another part of your brain, like left part of your brain, start to work more. This is another good thing. What you do, city art, yeah, make lots of sense.
Yeah. No, I'd be happy to see those studies. I don't know if you know, I have my first Chessable course was on endgame studies, and I
Yeah,
made
yeah, I've
kind of
heard.
like an intro guide because yeah, I do feel like they're super helpful. Um, Maybe I should just go through the course. I bet I don't remember all the puzzles. I bet it would be it would be already
It
difficult.
can easily send you like new 100 ones,
Oh yeah,
but
I'd be
easy
very
ones. So
happy.
you just
Yeah.
so
That'd be
okay.
awesome.
I will add in my to-do list after the event. I will send it to you.
Oh, I really appreciate it.
Welcome.
Well, let's see. So yeah, that makes sense. I think looking back on the tournament, is just like every game. I feel like I was having problems with my calculation, just like blundering
Mhm.
stuff, missing the opponent's ideas. One game was so like honestly just disgusting. It was like it was supposed to be the easier game of the tournament, and everything was going according to plan. I'm like completely winning with black after like 15 moves, like perfect prep. I played it like really well. And I found like a really nice combination to get like a completely winning advantage, and I just
I
like
have
blundered
seen
like
that game.
one move.
I have seen that game. There was bishop on h6, and you had problem with your king on g8. You missed some
Yeah,
tactics there with the
exactly.
back rank. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, I
exactly
remember
that
that one.
game. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So for this game for me, it was just so depressing for the rest of the tournament because it was just like, wow, I can't even like I have to win that game. I just have to win, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I think the only thing that saved me was I ended up drawing that game from like a completely losing position, which actually gave me a little bit of hope. I was like, oh wow, I felt good about like, oh at least I can fight. I managed to hold.
It was one of the first rounds, right?
It was I think it was round 4,
Four. Okay, four.
so I already wasn't doing great, but like I don't know. For me, I think like winning a game gives me a lot of confidence in a tournament like that, and then I feel like I definitely probably would have done better the rest of the way.
Yeah.
But so yeah, just to me, it just felt like my form was way off. Just like not seeing the opponent's ideas, not calculating well. So
Things like that will happen. Cause
yeah,
bad tournaments will always happen. Like we have seen what happened with Firoja in the candidates, where many were thinking he is one of the main candidates to win. It will happen with. I think it happened to everyone. It will happen with to everyone, and the question is how you come back
hmm
after that, how you recover back. That's the most difficult part, but it's a challenge to face it and uh, solve it.
yeah,
This is quite big advantage you will have if you face them okay, fine, I did it, I take responsibility, I fix it, and I move on.
yeah. Well, I like the tactics thing that you mentioned because I feel like that's really something where I could be doing way more and feel like I should, given just how I feel about the tournament and like how the games went. Like to me, that makes perfect sense.
If I was your coach, I would like bring back and give you tons of questions about what you did before the tournament. Like
Mm.
how did you have energy? What you were doing the last 7 days? Where are you traveling? Where are you working on chess? Where are you doing some watching classical games? Where are you doing puzzles? Where are you playing? Where are you playing bullet? What are you doing? Like I
Yeah.
would ask everything. How much time did you spend to bring back? Because also you were playing probably online, yeah. So 2D and 3D transition is like different. Did you spend
Right.
time to play 3D like rapid games or not? I would ask many questions, and then we would bring back, okay, like this is the next time we fix this. So I would advise you to go back, think what I have done and what I could improve.
No, I think that gives me the answer right away. I mean, I've been thinking about it a lot already. But yeah, leading up to the tournament, actually, I was pretty much on break. I was just traveling as like a vacation and not doing much chess at all. Leading up to that, I was like solving a lot and like doing calculation work like over the board, but I wasn't playing. I think that's the main thing. It's like yeah,
Yeah.
just being able to play even rapid games. I think is so useful. OTB. It's the main thing I tell people when like they haven't played an OTB event or they haven't played so many. It's like you really just have to practice playing OTB because there's so much pressure like with the clock, the stress of the situation.
Yeah.
It's like, a lot of
It's
nerves. One wrong move, you feel like you're gonna lose, and like, yeah, it's something that
um
you don't get the same feeling online, I feel.
yeah, yes, of course. Um my friend Melkumian, now he plays in the Olympiad, representing Armenian team. He
Yeah.
has 2650, and during the lockdown he stayed in Australia, and he didn't play like really chess in about 2 years. Like he didn't play in good tournaments. He was doing something else, and now he
Mm-hmm.
has to play Olympiad. And when I was talking to him, you know what he said? He said, I will, the biggest challenge I will have is handling pressure. He didn't say, I forgot my opening variations. I'm not in a good shape. I didn't calculate long time. He said, handling pressure,
Mm-hmm.
because this is something for his level. It's when you don't play, you are not in that stress situation all the time. You forget how to deal it, and he said it will be difficult to handle that pressure. And before going there, he played a few tournaments. He was playing rapid games. He was playing some open tournaments, just to bring back that feeling when you are in pressure. So when you go there, your body, your brain remembers how to handle the pressure. So coming back, when you are going to play some OTB tournament, especially if you are working on your chess, like on the 2D board, you are solving there, you are solving on mobile, you are playing
Mm-hmm.
online chess, yeah. Going and playing on OTB, rapid games can be even 5+3 control, yeah. A few games, seeing the board 3D, it's a very good way to come to good shape, because also it's like you are in the stress and your body remembers what is it to be in the stress again. When you need to make fast decisions, you need to fight this and that, because just solving puzzles and studying just different thing, but you are in the fight. When your heart rate goes very up, it's very different. So when you play a few games, uh can be please rapid, yeah, some not
Yeah.
very long control. It's a very good way to come back to a good shape.